Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. And today's migraine fact is about myself. So two of my worst things that trigger my migraines are anything that you smoke, so cigarettes, cigars, and any other thing that you would smoke, and gas and fuel. Although lately I've noticed that I haven't been able to smell gas and fuel. So those are two things that make my migraines worse and trigger them. So we're going to go ahead and get started with today's DIYs. So here I'm just giving you a brief overview of the items that I was going to use to do my DIYs. Although I was not able to use everything, I actually ended up having a family emergency and a death in my family, so I wasn't able to get all of my DIYs complete. But I really did want to get something out for you to see today. So we're going to go ahead and just get started with DIY number one. And all of these DIYs are going to be really quick, easy, and simple. And these are DIYs that you can actually leave out for spring and for summer. So for DIY number one, I will be using the decorative carrots from the Dollar Tree, a couple of the bunnies, some lace that I purchased from the Repurpose Project, the Waverly Antique Wax, and some greenery that I purchased from Dollar General. And I just love this greenery. So what I will be doing is taking the antique wax, and I will be using that to stain the rabbits. And then I'm going to take the lace and wrap that around the carrot. And then I'm going to use some of that really pretty greenery from Dollar General to replace the greenery from the carrot from the Dollar Tree. And I also have this wooden block, just piece of wood that I was actually practicing trying to crackle, and I just ended up just using that. And what I'm going to do is just take the rabbits, stain them, and then glue them to the wood block, and then add the carrot, and that is going to be it for DIY number one. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. So we're going to go ahead and move on to DIY number two. I will be using two of the pillowcases from the bunny pillowcases from the Dollar Tree, some of the pom-poms from the Dollar Tree, and the yarn craft kit. So actually I ended up not using the pom-poms from the Dollar Tree and just ended up using the bunny yarn craft kit instead. And what I'm going to do is just take my glue gun, add some glue to the tail from the bunny craft kit. I'm just going to add that to the bunny tail onto the pillow case. And then this is the female one here, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that. And then once I have that added to the pink and white pillowcase, I'm going to do the same with the blue and white pillowcase. And like I was saying before, all of these DIYs are going to be quick, easy, and simple. And I will be using all Dollar Tree products to do these DIYs. So here I am just adding the tail to the male bunny, and then I'm going to take some of the ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and here I'm just showing you the Happy Easter ribbon, which is so pretty. And then I'm going to take also some of the fabric that I used from last week's video, and also some of the lace that I used from last week's video, and some of the white ribbon. It's like a velvet white ribbon, excuse me, and some burlap ribbon that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do a messy bow, which is one of my favorite bows. And then I will cut, and then I'm going to finish the messy bow off by cutting V-shape or fishtail at the end of the ribbon. And then I will go ahead and use my hot glue gun and glue it onto the ear on the female bunny to give her a bow on one of her ears. And then once I have that complete, I'm just going to set her aside and let her dry. And then, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and add one of the the pom-pom from the yarn craft kit to the male bunny, to his tail. And I was going to add a bow tie, but because it's the back of the bunny, it just didn't look right. So I decided to not do that. So yeah, that will be it for this DIY. let me know what you think, and I really hope that you all are able to find these pillowcases, because I think this DIY is so simple but yet so cute, and it adds some character to either a chair or your couch, and for pretty much next to nothing. A pillow case cover for $1.25, and then to add a couple of embellishments, you can probably have this, do this for less than $2. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I really hope that you are able to find these pillowcases. So we're going to move right along to our last and final DIY number 3. I will be using a candle holder from the Dollar Tree, some reindeer moss, some Waverly antique wax, my hot glue gun and a glue stick, some lace, a couple pieces of some grapevine, and 2 of the moss bunnies. So what I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to randomly just make some lines, just like in any type of shape, all around the candle holder to mimic the grapevine. And then I'm going to take the Waverly antique wax, and I'm just going to just do like a slight dry brush around everything until I'm happy with what I'm looking at. And I'm going to take the grapevine and just tear it into little pieces, and then just randomly place it around the top of the candle holder. And then once I have that complete and I have it in a place where I think it looks nice and that I'm happy with, I'm going to add some of the reindeer moss. I was going to add some of the regular moss, but I actually prefer the reindeer moss over the other moss. And so once I have that done, I'm going to take 2 of the bunnies, and I'm going to take some lace, and I'm going to make a bow for the female bunny, and then I'm also going to put a tie on the male bunny. And then once I have that complete, I'm going to add some of the lace to the tail of the bunny, just to kind of give it some definition so that it doesn't look so bright and so green. And once I have the reindeer moss added to the candle holder, I'm also going to take some flower foam and add that to, and hot glue it to the bottom, to the base, well, add it to the top of the candle holder. Now I'll tell you, I have a lot of floral foam, but that is the hardest thing that that's the one item that I can never find in my house. And I feel like every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I buy more, and yet I can never find it, or I don't know where I'm putting it. But I believe, I don't know, I think I might just be placing it outside in my storage unit. But anywho, so here I am just trying to decide how I want to place the bunnies into the candle holder. And so like I said, I'm going to just add a bow to the ear of the female bunny, and add a tie to the male bunny, and also add the lace to their tails to give them some more definition. Because I thought the reindeer moss, I love the way that it looks like the light green brown color, and the bunnies were a little too dark. So what I ended up doing is I saw some other YouTubers use some I guess it's makeup for your eye, like eyeshadow. I don't wear makeup, so I'm really not familiar with the terminology for everything, but I believe it's eyeshadow. So I picked some of that up from the Dollar Tree while I was in there at one of my shopping trips, and I just took some of that, and I just kind of used that to lighten up the bunnies a little bit. I was going to use paint, but I wasn't sure how it would affect the texture of the bunnies So I used that instead. And I also took some of my hairspray and sprayed that onto the moss and onto the bunnies just to kind of seal everything in. So once I have the tails placed and I have the floral foam placed in the bottom of the candle holder, I'm going to go ahead and start to hot glue the bunnies onto the floral foam, and then I'm going to add some more reindeer moss around the bunnies. And then I also took one of those decorative carrots, one of the smaller ones, and I also added some of the eyeshadow to that also, and to lighten that up so that it wasn't so bright orange. And that is going to be it for this. Actually, no, that's not it for this DIY. I also made a finger bow for the side of the candle holder, and you'll see me placing that at the end of the video. And then I went ahead and just hot glued that onto the candle base, and that is going to be it for all 3 of my DIYs for today. Like I said, they were going to be quick, easy, and simple, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And the last DIY with the bunnies and the candle holder, well, actually they're all my favorite, but I think that the candle holder one is probably my top favorites. I think I might end up making another one and probably placing them on my fireplace. So yeah, let me know what you think. And so so my cousin ended up passing away, and he was 50. He was 5 years older than me, excuse me. And I just want to just tell a funny story about him. When I was in high school, when we moved back from Alaska, he would ask me like which guys were like trying to hit on me at school, and if he did not think that they were good enough for me, he would basically go and talk to them and threaten them, and they would never talk to me again. And if they actually saw me in school, they would actually turn around and go the other way because they did not want to have to deal with him, which I always just thought that was so funny later on in life. You know, when you're older, when you're younger, you don't think that way. You're just like, oh my goodness, why would you do that? You embarrass me. But now that I'm older, I'm actually really appreciative of him doing that, because it also kind of helped shape my standards when it came to men. So yeah, I am so grateful and to have had him in my life for those 50 years. And yes, yeah, he will truly be missed. And I would like to just thank you for spending the day with me. And if you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed Sunday. And I will see you next week. Goodbye.